This drawing I have here is of a desert landscape. Very simple. Might not be able to see it. I used, let me see what it is, a 6H pencil, which is really a hard pencil, so it doesn't leave a very heavy line. I got these from eBay. I guess you pronounce it Toyson Dior. They have, people I bought it from on eBay have just about any kind of pencil you want. And I'm real happy with these. Like I say, it doesn't leave a real dark, thick line. I want to start out with number 10. It's called a Blickmaster Natural Pure Squirrel. I'm not going to say what other brushes I'll use as I go along because I really don't plan my brushes ahead of time, but I will say what I'm using at the time. Most of the paints I'm going to use will be Daniel Smith brand. I love that paint. It just has a lot of pigment. It's real strong colors. Have I for some reason used a different brand, I'll also say what I'm using at the time. There's a little tube of that Daniel Smith. The paper I'm using is Arches. It's 140 pound. It's 100% cotton. It's actually, I'm going to trim this. There's quite a bit of border on it, so if it looks like I'm not painting to the edge here, is because this will be cut down when I'm done. I'm going to wet my sky area and then do a light wash. Now if I bleed into the mountains or any place else, it really won't matter because this will be a very light blue, and just about everything else is going to be darker colors. Yeah, I really don't want a blue sky. I'm using, this is that Daniel Smith Phthalo Blue. And this is going to be really, really light. And I'm just doing that in case my other colors that I use on the sky leave some blank areas. There'll be a little something in the openings. I believe I didn't mention this paper, this Arches, is cold press. I'm going to let it dry before I add my other colors to the sky. After I watched what I had painted with that light blue, I noticed it didn't show up on my video. So I made some changes on my camera settings just to show where it is painted. And the blue doesn't really matter. Like I say, it's probably won't be able to see most of it. I'll have other colors there. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to the sky, and I hope it shows on the video. This is also Daniel Smith. It's called New Gambays or Gambouge. I'll wet the paper first. And this is in no particular place in the sky because I will go over all of this with a red paint. Now the red I'm going to add to the sky is also Daniel Smith. It's the Naquadon Fuchsia. I'm using a damp brush here just to get rid of some of the sharp edges. The reason I didn't want a blue sky is my mountains here. I'm going to be using some blue, and I don't want a very dark sky anyway. I might add a little bit more to it after I see how the rest of the painting is going. This next brush I'm going to use is number 4 Sable, and I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's spelled F-U-U-M-U-U-I. And I'm going to pre-wet my mountains. And then again I'm going to use Daniel Smith watercolor paint, and I'll be using, I think it's called Carbazole Violet. It's spelled C-A-R-B-A-Z-O-L-E, Violet. I don't want the paint applied very evenly, so I'm kind of using the side of the brush. I'm going to mix just a little bit of red in with this violet. I'm going to add some phthalo blue to the mountains. Okay, a little bit too much blue. For the tops of these plants, I'll mix some new gamboge and phthalo blue. And the brush I'm using is the same as that last one I was using. The one that's spelled F-U-U-M-U-U-I. It's a sable brush, and this is a number 0. And we'll add other colors to these plants as I go along. I added more blue to my green mixture, that gambage, new gambage, and the phthalo blue. This color I'm going to use now is, I mixed some of the Daniel Smith Quinacridone Sienna and a little bit of that phthalo blue. I feel my sky is too light, so I am going to add color to it. I just re-wet the sky area, so I'll start off with that phthalo blue. And this will be the new gamboge, the yellow. I'll add some more of that red I did earlier. We're going to continue on the plant, and again I'm going to use the same colors I used up here. This is a mix of that gamboge, new gamboge, and phthalo blue. This is just a light wash. I'm going to add darker paint to it as I go along. Now these are the same two paints. I just mixed more phthalo blue. It's just a damp brush. Take a little bit of that paint paint off and soften the edge a little bit. I want to use some of that quinacridone sienna mixed with a little bit of red. I'm going to paint the rest of the plants, and I'll use the same colors and brushes as I did on that first plant I painted. I pre-wet the foreground, and I'm going to use that New Gamboge. I don't want to paint real solid. I made myself a real light wash. Mixed New Gamboge and Phthalo Blue. My red smeared just a little bit here. Now this is a very light wash of quinacridone sienna. I want to attempt to splatter a little bit. I'm using a smaller brush now to see if I get smaller dots. This next paint, I mixed a little bit of that Carbazole violet and a little bit of quinacridone sienna, and there'll be a little bit of highlights and shading that I'll do. Putting a little bit of texture on these rocks. I finished my painting, and I placed the mat around it. That way you can see the finished size. I did have trouble with my camera and my lighting. I've done several videos with the same lighting and the same camera settings, and for some reason just everything went haywire for me on this video. But I hope there was still enough there where you can enjoy it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I'll be doing more videos, of course. And I'm planning to do my next one would be a saguaro cactus and prickly pears and even a turtle. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. Thank you for watching.